Yep, you can start.
Alright. What is up? What is up, everybody? This is Mark the Mike. This is another Wrestling Battle podcast by Wrestling Link. I'm Mark the Mike. I'm joined by Louis Beans.
Goddamn is I.
Yeah. And we give a review Heat Wave, which is another hot.
Mm-hmm.
That was a really good show. Probably like NXT one. I think probably NXT's best show this year, and they had some really good shows.
This is true.
But first we go to the wrestling retrospect, and I picked Santana Jackson
Mm-hmm.
just because I've seen the Michael Jackson shit, and I thought it'd be fun to find some random shit with him. Um, so I was trying to find character dudes I actually know too. So not only him, but like the person that he fights, because some of them were just random. But the first one, which was quite, it was entertaining, was Santana Jackson versus Biggie Biggs.
Mm-hmm.
This dude
Mm-hmm.
looks like he looks like someone's dad, still wrestling. This was in Lucha Wrestling. It's on YouTube. This was March 20, 2002, 22. March 5th. The dude looks like a Bam Bam Bigelow in a way, just flames and suspenders. He's a big dude, and he fights Santana Jackson. He does the whole like the Michael Jackson getup is quite funny because he's actually quite good and how he runs the ropes and stuff. Um, he reverses a power bomb into a moonwalk DDT, and that's how he wins this match. Small crowd, but like, fans tend to like him. It was a lot of fun.
So the first one I have is and I'm trying to get the person he's fighting. It is Santana Jackson versus Drake. Now, it's not really Drake.
Yeah.
It is Jarrell Nelson. Now
Okay.
we have seen him because I believe that is the guy I think in AEW now.
Okay.
He's known as Charlie Bravo, I think it is.
Okay.
Trying to make sure that he's actually that guy. Because if you see him, you'd be like, "Oh yeah, I know who he is." But I want to make sure. In this one, he is with, I believe the guy's name was Royce Isaacs.
Okay.
He's also somebody we've seen on AEW, mostly dark though. And he dressed up like a dude with a do rag, which is kind of funny. So they're both against Jackson. This is like a super indie show. They are like in a mall.
Okay.
They're right in the middle of a mall. Pretty cool venue. Um, and his Drake character starts off trying to have a dance off with Jackson, and then immediately like tricks him and then jumps him. So you can tell who's the good guy and who the bad guy is. He kind of looks like Drake. Anyway, the match is pretty funny, and there's lots of crowd participation. And then they do lots of little things. There's one spot that I know you've seen where he holds the arm up, like the they about to do the test of strength,
Yeah.
and then he puts it down and he puts it up, and then he does Jackson dance,
Yeah.
and he gets the other person to dance, and then he does he grabs the arm like they're gonna do like uh not Irish whips, uh like he's about to do a submission on him, and then instead of countering when the other person counters him, they start going like a little tug of war in the middle, like the Beat It video,
Yeah.
like the knife fight. So it's a bunch of little Michael Jackson isms that are actually pretty good in a wrestling match. Um, and he does beat Drake, and he does it with the moonwalk DDT.
Nice. My next one is this was a full locked and bloated 2022. This was Santana Jackson versus True X versus Carlito. And again, they do the dance off and stuff. There's like three dudes all having a dance off. Carlito kind of got annoyed and Lana was just slapping him, so the match actually started. He does all the gimmicks with the dance wave and stuff like that. But as the third person getting in the ring, Carlito throws him against him, and then he was able to backstab him and take the win. So the winner was Carlito.
And the second one I have is Santana Jackson versus Starlos. Uh, this is VWE Aftermath. This is again another super indie show, kind of par for the course. They are at an outside venue, which looks pretty cool. It actually reminds me of the one where one of the venues that LA Knight was at
Yeah,
pre LA Knight. Um, and this one it's him versus the guy Starlos is kind of like a heavyset wrestler, so it's basically a battle of size versus finesse. it's not really
yeah,
speed. It's not really speed because he's not trying to do a quick match out out like doing any lucha stuff. It's more Michael Jackson isms. And then of course you have the more crowd participation, which I think that's basically just how he works. It's just that because he's on the independence, it's
yeah,
easier to get the crowd involved. So it's that one. This one, it's him as doing some of the WWF No Mercy slash WrestleMania 2000 spots where he tries to lift the guy and then he can't lift him. And instead of lifting him, he starts doing like a dance routine when the guy like stops him from doing the move. Um, there's a lot of it is just very funny. Just he does like the
yeah,
in the middle of the match. Um, and of course, the guy I think like he tries to cheat him, but once again, Jackson catches. I think this is his straight up finisher. Catches him with that moonwalk DDT,
yeah.
and this 1, 2, 3. That's it.
So my last match is Speedball. Mike Bailey versus Santana Jackson. This was on GCW. Uh, last year, November last year. Uh, so this match, it actually went back and forth pretty well, but it goes to a point that he puts on the red jacket and they go full like thriller dance sequence
Mm-hmm.
in the middle of the match. And then Mike Bailey came in, tried to interrupt it, but then he gets caught with the moonwalk DDT and he takes the win. But like the ref still counted while the people are still dancing the thriller. With the wolf, he had the wolf mask on his face and all.
Did the ref transform or no?
No,
Okay, okay.
there you go. So
And my last one, which I think was actually my favorite one, it is Sam Adonis versus Santana Jackson.
nice. That's a Graves
And
brother, right?
as far as I know,
Yeah,
I've never seen him wrestle before in my life, but that's all I know about him. And this is at El Canal de las Luchas. So this one is another a very small promotion. This one, while independent, I this one clearly looks like they host wrestling a lot. So the different thing about this one is that the what would be the commentator is like for this venue, you can hear him loud and clear in the in the audience.
yeah,
So it's like having commentary over the match for the audience to hear, which is very unusual. So it's kind of like he's hyping everybody up against Sam Adonis because I believe this is in. I want to say this is in Texas.
okay,
No, this is what it says it's Gardena, California. There you go. There you go. So this is like a very Mexican heavy crowd, and basically Santana Jackson has the home team advantage. As the best part of this match is the promo in the beginning, where Sam Adonis in full on, not even like white guy Spanish, just straight up Spanish, just insults everybody there. And clearly, the commentator is like, "Whoa, whoa, what are you doing?" Like, he's like, "I'm offended." Like everybody should be offended about this. Now, obviously, they're playing along, but like it goes so smoothly, and then seamlessly into the match, and he proceeds. And Sam Adonis is like a big wrestler guy. Like he could be anywhere,
Yeah,
basically. Like looks like an NWA type of wrestler, um, just style wise and whatnot. But he does like shuts down almost completely all of the what would be the gimmick part of the Santana Jackson character. So anytime is one of the things that we talked about already, where he would get like you to dance or he would start dancing on his own or chanting or something
yeah,
to get the crowd involved. Sam Adonis basically shuts it down or doesn't indulge him in that stuff. Now, so that way it becomes more of like an actual uh wrestling match because Santana does have a lot of like high speed offense, but he does have a lot of lucha stuff. Like he can do like head scissors and whatnot. So it's a little bit different from most of the matches we've even seen. So I think that's why this is my favorite one. And he does not win this one. Adonis like sets him up and then like catches him on one of the like I said one of the highlight moves, the moon. The It's not really a moonwalk. It's like he does a Michael Jackson type of dance on the top rope while he's holding your hand,
yeah,
and Adonis just crushes him with the rope
yeah.
and then takes the pin. So
Yeah, he
there
does
you
like
go.
an old school kind of thing.
Yes,
Yes. All
there
right.
you go.
So that's our wrestling retrospect. We have a new person at the end of the show. The weekend wrestling, we're gonna go to a shorter version of it just because shit been happening. But a lot of good stuff. Like Monday Night Raw through, I think all week we had a lot of good shows, a lot of good highlights. One of my favorite things was Jay Uso running away from the White family, the
Mm-hmm.
White
Mm-hmm.
Six. He like nope, yeet and ran.
No yeets.
No yeet, he ran away. The return of Mommy Rhea Ripley, and
Yes,
then
sir. Thankfully.
and there's a lot of good things going on. The building of AEW too, like the stories of what they did last week. They had some good stuff there too with Mariah May and Tony Storm. I
Mm-hmm.
think that was my highlight of the AEW period. Like that was that was probably their best storytelling right now.
I I think that was good, and I think Brian and
Yeah,
Hangman was good
that was a good match too.
because that was going towards the Owen Hart
Yeah.
Cup, and Brian won.
Yep.
So now we get Brian versus Swerve, which I'm definitely interested in.
Yeah. I think that's gonna be good. Um, and then yeah, the SmackDown we had the Bloodline destroy Cody Rhodes and all that too. So they've been going there heavy with that too.
And they destroyed. So that was last week. So that means they
Yeah.
destroyed the tag team champions.
Yeah.
That was the new tag team
The new
champion,
tag team champions. Yep.
DIY.
Well, they destroyed everyone, not just the tag team champs. They took out Waller and Austin Theory as well. Um.
Definitely sent a message.
Yep. So Fatu's crazy. Yeah,
Showing off, man. Showing off.
man. So we go give our review of Heat Wave. That would be the one big thing we do. Did you watch the pre-match?
No, no, no.
It's Carmen Petrovic versus Angiana Grace versus JC Jane and Jasmine Nix. It was actually pretty fun. It was a fun match. I'll give it 3.5.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
It was story more than anything. But
I
Grace
know
got
it led to
yeah.
another match. That's
Yep.
fine now.
Yep. First match that opened up the Heat Wave was the North American Champion Obafemi versus Wesley.
This was a five for me. This was an amazing match. Wesley did his thing, but it was not enough
Yeah.
against Obafemi. Uh, I will say they also did some stuff like that you don't see every match. and I think that's a credit to both wrestlers, right?
Yeah,
Um, I just think that Obafemi's on a, as far as NXT is concerned, he's one of the best champions they've ever had. So,
yeah, he's building
um,
a good caliber. He reminds me of a man named Gunther in a
okay,
way,
okay,
dominating with the title like that, and then taking all challenges and dominating with the title.
that's true. Yes,
So,
sir.
hey, that hopefully that'll be a future match down the road.
Oh man, I don't know if the world can handle it.
But it was a really good match. I go 5 as well. It was just a fun, very fun, impactful match. I didn't even think it would be that long of a match too, and they just went at it. They told a good story as well. Femi actually sells really well too, so I gotta give him credit. Next match was the NXT North American Championship match. Kalani Jordan versus Silverco.
And this match, I'm gonna give it uh 4.5 with the asterisk. The asterisk being, I would give it a 5.
Yeah,
But it's just I think they have a little bit to go to reach that last little bit. But
yeah,
like I will say this is the most I've been impressed with both of them. Although I would say I think Soruka has like this dedication to try to make things work even when they're bad or
yeah,
when they shouldn't work.
yeah,
Because I still remember that match with her and Kiana James, that beach match. That was like this is completely ridiculous and it's like it's just kind of stupid. But she went out there and they both made it work. So I'm like, all right. And in this match, she showed out her athleticism. But again, both of them did.
yeah.
They're both super athletic, so that's what they do.
I'm gonna go 4.75. I thought the matchup was extremely good. I think they did a great job in the ring. Like the shade, the love, the the homage to Ricochet Osprey too. Like in the beginning of the match, they did most of the spots spot on too. Their chemistry is really good, and I just think like their next match is gonna just be even better. I even consider this compare it to like Sasha Bailey, in that sense. Like their
Hmm.
chemistry
Hmm.
was really good, and I just hope again we get it round two. These are matches I would like to see round twos and round threes because it looks like it could go either way. But yeah, I'll go 4.75. NXT Tag Team Championship, XCM and Nathan Frazier versus Chase U.
Uh, I don't know if I'm a can't get this one a 5 as well. I don't know, man. I think this was like oops all fives because this one was amazing. This is probably one of the best tag team matches I've seen in a little bit. And I think the last time I said that was one of their matches.
Yeah,
Uh, people slept on them. That's all I have to say. Chase U and the tag champs. I always think it is not a good idea to underestimate Duke Hudson
yeah.
and Chase U. That's all I'm saying. We know what is their team name? Does Axiom and
No, they don't have a team name.
they don't have a team name?
No.
They should. They should. Um, like we know that they're very good on their own, and they've proven that they are really good as a team. But I think this one was more like a highlight reel of Chase U, just showing how good they are.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna give it a 5, man.
I didn't expect this match to be this good, so I'm gonna go 5 as well. Like I expected it to be a fun match. I didn't expect it to be that long and things like that. And this match just kept going and bringing energy back and forth, and then even the people outside the ring was like fully energetic into it. And yeah, it was a lot of fun. And yeah, good, great tag match. So yeah, go 5 as well. NXT Women's Championship match. Got Roxanne Perez versus Lola Vice.
This one I'm gonna have to say I think this is probably Lola's best match, and maybe and hopefully it only gets better from here. Um, I do like the story told that she proved herself up to this part on the shows, right? And on the
Yeah,
other previous pay-per-views that she's like if you beat somebody like Shayna Baszler, you can't just submit her. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
she has to have a certain caliber of toughness. So I like that the story that they told was that she had to dig deep, Roxanne that is, and basically do this thing I hate so many times. She says he would hit her with like five.
Yeah.
Jesus, five pop rocks. I want to take a point away for each one. I want to, but I won't. Oh, so this match, I think I'm gonna give a 4 5.
Okay.
Again, it was great. Roxanne is definitely with each like I would say month that goes by into the next pay per view or next PLE is just showing how much. Because remember before we said she wasn't that believable as a
Yeah.
bad guy. Now she just seems evil.
Yeah.
So
She's getting
good work.
there. She's getting
Good
there.
work.
I go 4-2-5 at this match. A little like little mistakes here and there and whatnot. I'll give like that, but I thought they did pretty well. Again, I'll say this is Lola's probably her best match as well. Um, Roxanne looks solid as a heel. I just want her to take those extra little cheap ways out sometimes because she has them and then she doesn't utilize them. I still say the pop rocks can't be the finish. I think she needs to go like a different
She couldn't
finish.
submit her. She couldn't submit her. That's
Yeah,
the whole point. She couldn't do it.
yeah. So like
She
stomp
tried
her
and she couldn't
head.
do it.
That was the only thing. But the fact that she had to do it twice in order to knock her out, I was like, all right, you try to actually kill her, kind of thing. So I was like, all right, I go with that. The second one wasn't that, but the third one really hit. Um, but it was a good match and it was good storytelling like that. But yeah, you made that point that oh yeah, she couldn't submit her. So there you go. So yeah, 4-2-5. And then the main event was Ethan Page. He defeats Trick Williams, Sean Spears, and Javon Evans for the NXT Championship match.
This one I didn't expect it. You called
Yeah,
it. But you got the little bit of a alliance between Spears and Ethan Page in the match. You got a little bit of an alliance between uh, Mr. Bouncy and Trick. But that's every man for himself at the end of the day.
yeah,
I mean, unless you're Ethan Page,
yeah,
because even with is every man for themselves, you still find a way to take advantage of somebody else's work, and that is exactly what happened, and that is exactly how he won this match by taking advantage of Sean Spears' work and the damage from Trick's knee, and the end was kind of crazy. So I it was more of a we just can't let you win, and that's you don't really see that level of okay, you know what, the way Spears was like, well, you know what, if I'm not gonna get it, I'm not gonna let you get it. You don't really see that happen that often
yeah,
because usually it's the Spears would be trying to get in the ring. So I thought that was like, oh damn, that's an extra level of I hate you. Um, I'm gonna have to give this one a 5 too, man. It's
yeah,
just it was so much good. I can't really say anything was bad. And then again, 4 man match, and it felt like no 4 man match I've ever seen.
yeah. I give it a 5 as well, and I think that ending um set this tone too. Just the fact that just how it went, like it went down perfectly, and how they was able to get the pin off Ethan Page winning and stuff like that, and it was just getting hit with his finisher and just knocking him on
Mm-hmm.
top of the person and not like that. So it kind of shows you what fatal four ways could do to you if you don't pay attention to where you can go and knee somebody. Because he landed right on top of the person he needed to pin.
Yeah, but he couldn't stop him because of Spears. That's
Yep.
what I'm saying.
Yeah, yeah. And then Spears dragged his legs down, and yeah, Spears was like, "Oh,
Mm-hmm.
fuck you, then."
Yep.
But it was a great match. It was a great match, and I was happy also to see Spears in that in the main event scene again in Toronto and stuff like that. This was his second main event. He fought Bobby Roode in Toronto as well. So there you go. NXT Heat Wave. I'll go 4.75. It was like almost a perfect show.
I agree.
All right. Uh, there's a bunch of podcasts to listen to. I think Cody Rhodes is on Chris Van Vliet this week.
Oh wow, that's
Um,
big. Oh,
yeah,
you know what? I need to see that happen. I think it was during the last week. It was that sit down with Cody and Bailey.
I gotta see that too. I've been
Yeah.
looking for it. I think it was on the WWE app, right?
No, it's
YouTube.
on their YouTube.
It's on
Yeah.
YouTube. Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
I gotta check that out. I meant to listen, I didn't. But Cody's on Van Vliet. Shelton Benjamin was on Van Vliet last week as well. That was actually a really good conversation.
Yes, sir.
Um, that was the main one. Then shout outs to Major Wrestling for your podcast, which I always listen to their stuff. A lot of fun stuff that they have, and a lot of things coming out, and just reminding you to spend money. It's a normal thing now.
I know there was a good busted open last week. They had Kalani Jordan on
Oh, cool.
one of the episodes. And they had a good sit down with Rosa and Nick Nemeth, I think Thursday, about Stephanie Vaquer,
Nice.
like about just the situation surrounding her, who she is.
Yeah.
Because if you follow Rosa, she did a video a few months ago where they sat down and talked, and then she basically was like, "Who are you?" What, you know, kind of a mini interview while they were eating and stuff. So
Yeah.
that's a good listen. I mean, a good watch and read because
I think I
again, she doesn't
watched
speak
the
English.
her taco interview.
I think that's what, yeah, that's what it
Yeah,
was.
I think I did watch that one. But yeah, I'm excited to see her. And again, that was like one of the big news that happened this last week was she signed to WWE, and everyone thought she was going to AEW. Everything like it looked like it was going to happen, but there was a lot of like backstage stuff with the CMML and all that stuff. But there was also more stuff into it too. But she's going to WWE, and she debuted at their Super Show in Mexico this week.
Nice. And she fought Isla Dawn. Yes, sir.
Yep, yep.
Shout outs to Isla Dawn. I see you.
Yeah, so it was good. So now you got Julia and her looking at Roxanne. Roxanne better heal. Yeah.
Head on the swivel. Yes, sir.
Yep, yep. It's Kalani Jordan too. There's two titles, so keep your head on the swivel. But yeah, that was cool. Selena Vega was on Busted Open today
Oh, okay. Nice.
with her
Nice.
forehead joke about the. So you
That's
had to
pretty good.
re-roll it. Yeah, a lot of cool stuff happened on Monday Night Raw, but we'll talk about that on our cast this on the weekend. But yeah, a lot of good stuff's going on. Wrestling has just been a lot of fun. All right, we go to the wrestling retrospect, and it's your pick this week. Who you got?
Uh, let's see. Shout outs to Victor Taylor Perry because I didn't know he could sing. I just wanted to point out that he's on that new Willow song
Okay.
that they debuted for AEW. I think it's part of like a collection of songs that they make. I'm not sure if that's gonna be her new theme, but
Oh, okay.
it is a thing they put out and it's wrestling related. Let's see. Did we pick Willow yet?
Let me tell. I think we did.
Probably didn't. Probably did. Just want to make sure.
Uh, no,
No.
no,
Well,
we have not.
let's pick Willow.
Okay. Wait, let me make sure. I thought no, that was Willow Spray. Okay, yeah, no, no Willow. So Willow Nightingale would be this pick. All right, she's gonna have some fun matches. I think we picked matches that she were in.
Makes sense.
Yeah, because we did pick like Julia. We did pick like some of the Stardom chicks that ran with her and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So that's the wrestling retrospect. So I guess we keep this short and sweet this week, and we'll be back as a regular show next week. This is the Wrestling Babble podcast. Thank you for listening. Follow us on all social medias on Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter, YouTube, SoundCloud, and TikTok. Mark with the mic, and then also follow Wrestling Link.
Yes, sir. Make sure you follow us anywhere and everywhere. Red Cyclone Inc. That's Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, YouTube, SoundCloud. Spotify, and we got a WordPress. So check it out.
Yep. Peace out, laters, and always remember, follow the jinkies.